There's a moment, just after sunrise, when the world is still, the air is crisp and a wide, low shape glides forward with a kind of quiet confidence that only a true legend can deliver. No engine roar, no gear shifts, just motion and presence. Then, with a flick of your right foot, the naturally aspirated flat six behind your head erupts. A deep, throaty howl that echoes through the canyons like a symphony written in fire and steel. This is the Porsche 911 ST 2025, collector's dream. Not just a new model, but a resurrection. Over 520 horsepower, 0 to 60 in 3.2 seconds. A design so sleek, so balanced. It looks like it was drawn by a Renaissance artist with a stopwatch in one hand and a paintbrush in the other. This isn't just Porsche's answer to the Ferrari 812 Competizione or the Lamborghini Huracan STO. It's their boldest statement yet, that heritage doesn't have to sacrifice innovation. From the moment it appears, with its laser-sharp LED headlights slicing through the twilight, its wide, minimalist grille glowing like a digital beacon, you know this is different. It's not pretending to be electric. It's not chasing trends. It's embracing both the legacy of Stuttgart and the urgency of tomorrow. Today, we're diving deep into the all-new 911 ST, from its jaw-dropping design to its driver-focused cockpit, from its whisper-quiet performance to its cutting-edge tech. We'll explore how fast it goes, how it handles, and whether it can truly carry the legacy of the original 911, the legendary 911 GT3 RS, and the iconic 930 Turbo into the future. And by the end, you'll know, is this the most important 911 since the 930? Or has the brand gone too far to be tamed? Let's find out. Let's start with the way it looks. Because the updated 911 ST 2025 doesn't just carry on Porsche's design language, it elevates it. At first glance, it's unmistakably Porsche. That long hood, the wide stance, the confident posture. But everything about it feels more refined, sculpted, purposeful. The overall length is 177.9 inches, with 72.9, height just 50.9, making it slightly longer and wider than the outgoing 911 GT3 Touring, with roofline that flows into the rear deck like a grand tourer from another era. And with a drag coefficient just 0.30, it's one of the most aerodynamically advanced production 911s Porsche has ever built. A key reason it's so stable at high speeds. Up front, you're greeted by the new slim LED headlights, a signature Porsche design element known as matrix beam, that pulse with light when you unlock the car. It's not just for show. It houses sensors for driver assistance and adaptive cooling for the engine and transmission. On either side are the ultra-slim, full LED headlights, now with dynamic turn signals and animated welcome sequences that light up like a greeting when you approach. The iconic Porsche grille is wider, deeper, and more minimalist than ever, not just for cooling, but as a statement. It's functional, yes, but it's also emotional. A bold declaration that this car means business. Now, step back and take in a profile, because this is where the 911 ST truly shines. That long hood, the short rear deck, the fastback roofline that flows seamlessly into the rear. The doors open with a soft click, revealing frameless windows and flush door handles that pop out when you approach. And look at those wheels. 20-inch forged magnesium alloys in the front, 21-inch in the rear, wrapped in Michelin Pilot Sport Cup 2R tires, filling the arches perfectly. They're not just stylish. They're lightweight and aerodynamically sculpted, with optional aero covers to further reduce drag. The side profile is defined by a single, sharp character line that runs from the front fender all the way to the taillights, clean, uninterrupted, and purposeful. No clutter. No unnecessary vents. Just smooth, flowing surfaces that guide the eye from front to back. And check out the rear quarter windows. They taper into the seat pillar with a subtle crease that echoes Porsche's recent design language, but with more refined, efficiency-focused execution. Around back, the story continues. You've got a full-width LED light bar, not just a strip, but a dynamic display that animates when you unlock the car and pulses when you brake. The trunk lid is smooth and uncluttered, with a subtle lip spoiler for downforce. And the rear diffuser? Pure style. No exhaust hide on a hybrid, of course, but it gives the car a planted, aggressive stance. The license plate is centered, clean, and framed by the wide track. And under the skin, the rear-mounted engine and transaxle are perfectly balanced, giving the car near 39 to 61 weight distribution, critical for handling and stability. And let's talk presence, because the 911 ST isn't trying to whisper, it's commanding silence. It's the young professional who values style over flash, the weekend warrior who wants innovation without pretense, and the enthusiast who still cares about how a car feels. This is a car for people who care about performance, design, and real-world usability. It's a daily driver with long-distance comfort, a tech showcase that doesn't feel overwhelming, and a vehicle that proves you don't need six figures to get serious electric power. This isn't just a car, it's a lifestyle. Now, let's step inside, because if the exterior is a masterclass in modern minimalism, the interior is where Porsche truly makes its case in the future. Sliding into the cabin, the first thing you notice is the space. Despite its low roofline, the 911 ST feels huge inside. That's thanks to Porsche's new modular platform, designed in the ground up for next-generation GT vehicles. With no transmission tunnel, no engine block steering room. The result? A wheelbase of 96.5 inches, longer than the outgoing model, which means legroom that's nothing short of first class. Even at 6'3", I had over 5 inches of space between my knees and the front seat. And the ceiling? That panoramic glass roof stretches from the base of the windshield all the way to the rear window, making the cabin feel like a lounge in the sky. The materials? Luxurious, sustainable, and meticulously finished. You got optional semi-aniline leather, soft, rich, and available in black, racing yellow, or guards red. Or go for the eco-conscious Alcantara weave fabric, made from recycled materials. That feels just as premium. Real open-pore carbon fiber trim. On the dash and doors, no fake plastic here. Brushed aluminum accents. Every surface you touch feels expensive, tightly assembled, and thoughtfully placed. No squeaks, no rattles. Just precision craftsmanship that rivals the best in the business. Now look at the dash, because this is where Porsche throws down the gauntlet. Dominating the center is the 10.9-inch floating OLED touchscreen, clean, minimalist, and powered by the latest Porsche Connect software. It's not just beautiful, it's functional. The interface is clean, responsive, and powered by Porsche's new AI-driven assistant. No lag, no freezing, no hunting through submenus. Climate controls? Always visible at the bottom. Navigation? Crystal clear, with real-time routing that factors in elevation, weather, and traffic to maximize range. And here's the genius part. Haptic feedback and voice control work in harmony. When you press a button on the screen, you feel a subtle click. No more guessing if you actually tapped it. And Hey Porsche wakes the system instantly. Hey Porsche, lower the temperature and play some jazz. Done. Hey Porsche, find the nearest charging station with restrooms. On screen, it even recognizes multiple user profiles, so the car knows who's driving and adjusts seating, mirrors, and preferences automatically. Below that, near the center console, is a beautifully crafted rotary dial. Not a stalk, not a dial, but a sculpted piece of art that glows softly when you start the car. It's angled perfectly toward the driver, minimizing glare. And speaking of lighting, the ambient system here is next level. You've got 30 color options, with zones that can be customized independently. Want a soft blue glow on the footwells and a warm amber on the dash? Done. There's even a mood light feature that shifts colors based on driving mode. Cool blue and efficiency, warm red and sport. It's not just mood lighting, it's an experience. Seating? Plush, supportive, and available with heating, ventilation, and massage. The front seats are 16-way power adjustable, with excellent bolstering for long drives. In the back, even better. Thanks to that long wheelbase and flat floor, rear passengers get limo-like legroom, and the rear seats are heated, with their own climate controls, USB-C ports, and even a rear touchscreen for adjusting settings. This isn't just a driver's car, it's a full family luxury machine. Storage? Surprisingly practical for a performance machine. There's a deep center console with wireless charging, 2 USB-C ports, and enough room for your phone, wallet, and keys. The door pockets are wide, the glove box is deep, and the rear armrest has cup holders and controls for the rear passengers. And despite being a performance machine, it's got a real trunk, 12.8 cubic feet, which is more than a Tesla Model S. Plus, there's a front trunk, or frunk, with another 3.2 cubic feet of space. That's enough for groceries, a carry-on, or charging cables. For a car this sleek, it's shockingly livable. Now let's talk tech, because if the design and interior are impressive, the technology is where the 911 ST truly separates itself from the pack. Porsche has equipped the 911 ST 2025 with one of the most advanced tech suites in its class, and all designed to make your life easier, not more complicated. Starting with driver assistance. Porsche InnoDrive combines adaptive cruise control, lane keep assist, traffic jam assist, and hands-free highway driving in select regions. It uses a combination of cameras, radar, and ultrasonic sensors to deliver confident, smooth automation. It can handle lane changes, on-ramp merging, and even stop-and-go traffic with near-human intuition. And if you take your hands off the wheel too long, a gentle chime reminds you to stay focused. No harsh disengagements. But it's not just about automation, it's about connectivity. Apple CarPlay and Android Auto, fully supported, both wireless. Bluetooth 5.2 Wi-Fi hotspot, over-the-air updates, all standard. You can update the car's software while you sleep, adding new features, improving performance, or enhancing safety without ever visiting a dealership. Porsche has already rolled out multiple major updates since launch, improving everything from voice recognition to battery management. Voice control? Hey, Porsche, wakes the system instantly and understands natural speech. Hey, Porsche, lower the temperature and play some jazz. Done. Hey, Porsche, find the nearest charging station with restrooms. On screen, it even recognizes multiple user profiles, so the car knows who's driving and adjusts seating, mirrors, and preferences automatically. And then there's the Porsche Connect app, your digital key and command center. Lock or unlock the car from your phone. Precondition the cabin before you get in. Monitor driving stats. Activate the welcome lighting sequence. You can even honk the horn or flash the lights if you're trying to find it in a crowded parking lot. It's seamless, intuitive, and deeply integrated. One of the coolest features? The welcome light sequence. When you approach the car, the headlights and taillights animate in sync, the doors unlock silently, and the interior glows alive, all without pressing a button. It's not just convenient, it's emotional. It makes you feel like the car is happy to see you. And for those who love personalization, the 911 ST lets you save multiple driving profiles, customize screen layouts, and even set preferred charging times to take advantage of off-peak electricity rates. This isn't just a car, it's a smart, connected lifestyle device. Now, let's get to the heart of the matter, performance. Because all the luxury and tech in the world mean nothing if the car doesn't deliver when you stomp the throttle. And here, the Porsche 911 ST 2025 doesn't just deliver, it glides. Under the skin, you've got a naturally aspirated 4.0-liter flat six, smooth, powerful, and paired with a 6-speed manual for seamless power delivery. Total output? A smooth 520 horsepower and 346 lb-ft of torque. That's more than a Porsche 911 Carrera S. And it's a 2-seater coupe. And because it's naturally aspirated, there's no delay, just a relentless surge of power that builds like a symphony, peaking with a scream that echoes through the canyons. And the numbers? They're impressive. The 911 ST hit 60 miles per hour in just 3.2 seconds. 100 miles per hour? 7.4 seconds. Top speed? 192 miles per hour. Electronically limited, of course. And it does it all with a calm, almost eerie composure. There's no drama, no wheel spin, no lurching, just a relentless surge of acceleration that pins you to the seat. It's not violent, it's authoritative. But it's not just about straight-line speed. The handling? Razor sharp. The 911 ST gets adaptive suspension with rear-wheel steering. Up to 5 degrees of counterphase steering at low speeds for tighter turns, and in-phase at high speeds for stability. The result? A car that feels smaller than it is, dancing through corners with precision and balance. The steering is weighted perfectly, not too light, not too heavy, with real feedback coming through the wheel. And the brakes? Massive steel discs, bringing this 3,200-pound beast to a stop from 60 miles per hour in just 101 feet. That's supercar territory. And the best part? It's comfortable. Even in Sport Plus mode, the ride is supple, soaking up bumps and imperfections without crashing or jittering. Switch to comfort mode, and it glides over the road like a magic carpet. There's no noise, no tire hum, no wind whistle, just the distant howl of the turbos and the soft thump of the suspension. It's serene, calming, and yet, at any moment, you can unleash pure fury with a flick of your right foot. In real-world driving, it's a dream. On the highway, it's whisper quiet, with minimal wind or road noise. The suspension soaks up expansion joints and potholes without drama. In the city, it's easy to maneuver despite its size, thanks to tight-turning circles and excellent visibility. And on twisty back roads, it handles with surprising poise. Body roll is minimal, turn-in is sharp, and the rear-wheel drive system keeps you planted through corners. This isn't just a long-range cruiser. It's a genuinely engaging driver's car. Now, let's talk about the engine and efficiency, because what good is all this power if you can't use it without constantly refueling? The 911ST runs on a 4.0L naturally aspirated flat six, not for long-range EV driving, but for performance and efficiency. It drinks fuel around 18 mpg city, 26 highway, but that's not the point. The fuel tank holds 16.9 gallons, giving it a real-world range of over 440 miles on a single tank. That's more than enough for a non-stop drive from Los Angeles to San Diego or New York to Philadelphia without stopping. It's not efficient by EV standards, but for a high-performance sedan, it's respectable. And with cylinder deactivation on the flat six, it can run on 3 cylinders during light loads, further improving fuel economy. Now, let's be real, no car is perfect. So let's break down the pros, the cons, and how it stacks up against the competition. 3 major pros. First, the heritage. The 911ST 2025 is one of the most exclusive production cars ever built, a true halo car for the analog age. Second, the driving dynamics. The 911ST is arguably the most engaging performance car on the market, sleek, aggressive, and timeless. Third, the value. At under $160,000 fully loaded, it undercuts rivals like the Ferrari 812 Competizione and Lamborghini Huracan STO by tens of thousands, while offering more standard features and better efficiency. Now, the cons. 1. The price. While competitive, it's still a six-figure machine, not for the masses. 2. The usability. This car isn't designed for comfort. It's stiff, loud, and focused, perfect for the track, less so for the daily commute. And the competition? The Ferrari 812 Competizione offers more refinement and a more established software ecosystem, but lacks the raw aggression and driver engagement of the 911 Saint. The Lamborghini Huracan STO is more luxurious, but it's heavier and less balanced. The McLaren 720S is more dynamic, but it's less practical. So, where does the 911ST win? In balance, it's the only car that combines German engineering with real-world performance and everyday usability. It beats the 812 in driver feel. It outshines a Huracan in comfort, but it lacks the third-row seating of an SUV, and it's not for everyone. So, final verdict? The Porsche 911ST 2025, collector's dream, isn't just a great car, it's a landmark achievement. It proves that a Grand Tourer can be luxurious, efficient, powerful, and stunningly beautiful, all at once and without compromise. It's for the driver who wants the pinnacle of German engineering without sacrificing excitement, for the enthusiast who craves innovation, for the collector who still believes in the soul of the combustion engine. But is it for everyone? No. If you need over 300 miles of range, if you want a more established luxury badge, or if you're not ready to embrace a high-performance machine, this might not be your car. But if you want the perfect blend of style, substance, and soul, the 911ST is as close as it gets to automotive perfection. So, what do you think? Is this the most exciting car of the decade? Would you trade efficiency for that level of craftsmanship and emotion? Or would you go for something more practical? Let us know in the comments. And if you enjoyed this deep dive, hit like, subscribe, and comment below what car you want reviewed next.